This week's episode of History of the Known World is brought to you by Skiddle-Dee-Doo's amazing multi-use boots. I don't know if you are a mountaineer or just like me, a regular hiker, but I know if you are either, you're going to love Skiddle-Dee-Doo's multi-use boots. If you're making those technical climbs or difficult long treks through rugged terrain, Skiddle-Dee-Doo's multi-use boots are a necessity. Simple one-button adjustment between the settings, these boots will solve nearly any problems you face in the wilderness. And always remember the jingle. If you're planning to use a boot other than Skiddle-Dee-Doo's, just Skiddle-Dee-Don't. My name is Professor Wimbleshades, and this is History of the Known World. Today we are continuing our adventure with Mythmander's wonderful stories. This one is the third one that I present to you. This is Tales of the Tumult, Season 1, Amongst the Confluence. This is Episode 3, Reading, Helping Hand. I cannot say how long we had walked when it finally happened. Now that I'm older, those days are too long ago to place. I do remember that day it was cold when we woke, and the vase had taken a violet hue like it did just before the tumult would strike. Outside the canvas tent, the sun was bright and fighting to shed the frost from the branches without concern about what loomed ahead. The flying insects we shared our day with had not yet begun to pester. The birds were quiet, not ready to share their tune. Even the ants hid that morning. Uncle sat against a tree pouring water into our water bags, and Father had begun to pack the canvas tent. I am sure I must have been doing my best to help, but on that morning he pushed me away as a nuisance. I suppose I was given a book or something else to keep myself busy, but I wasn't interested, and I probably said so. Probably I was grumpy. And probably he was exhausted. The walking and the caring for the two of us, the neediness of me as a child, my uncles as an old man, worries about the vase losing its aura. Probably all he needed was just a day's rest. I felt my uncle's arm across my shoulders. Child, now is not the time to bother your father. He has things to do. I looked up at him and droned, but I'm bored. I am sure I said it as whiny as I possibly could. My father muttered under his breath, and my uncle responded, he needs something to do. Something that will keep him busy. Something to do for the long term. We've got a long way to go. My father turned to me and said, he has his books. I interrupted. But Father, I've read them all, 3 times through. I'm tired of all those stories. And then my uncle said, well then, young lad, why don't you tell them to me? He did not know then that once I started telling him the stories, I would never stop. And the tumult would be listening.